Hello everyone, I'm just making this video for Lifegroup this week. Just giving you a quick recap of Acts 9 that we looked at on Sunday. So in Acts 9 we see four things. The first thing we see that is Jesus can change anyone. If you look at Saul was a man who hated the church, who hated Christians, was out to do Christians in. He was going around dragging Christians out of the house and banging them up in jail. And he was going in to Damascus to do more of the same. But Jesus intervened. Jesus shone a light on him. Jesus blinded him. He humbled him. He gave him orders to go into Damascus, and he led him into Damascus like a little child. It says he led him into Damascus by the hand, and there he was blind and couldn't eat for 3 days. And this just shows us that Jesus can change anyone, even people who maybe there's people in our life, whether that's family, friends, work colleagues. We think they will never change, they will never become Christians, but this story shows us that Jesus can change anyone. The second thing we see is that those who Jesus changes are rejected. A changed life means a life of rejection from the people around us. And so we see that in the life of Paul. We see that he goes to his own people in Damascus. He goes to the Jews in the synagogue, and he preaches the gospel to them. At first it looks like he's being successful, but as we see, the Jews in Damascus, they want to kill him. They say when he goes to Jerusalem and he preaches to the Jews in Jerusalem, they want to kill him. And we see that in the life of Paul, we face rejection because he became a Christian, because he preached the gospel. And many people who have a changed life face rejection. We talked about my mate Sam, who because he became a Christian, he had to leave his home, he had to leave his family, and there's many people who end up alone, who end up isolated from family and friends because they become Christians, because they have changed. And leading to the third thing we see is that the church should be the solution to this rejection. The church should welcome those who are rejected. We see that with Paul, how he was welcomed into the church through Ananias. We see that he was welcomed into the church through Barnabas with the disciples. And in the same way, we should welcome people into the church. We should welcome new Christians into the church. It's one of the most important things we can do. It's part of God's big plan of reaching all people in all parts of the world. So we need to, make a big effort with people. We need to get to know people. We need to share our life with people. We need to care and love for new Christians. And the last thing we see is that God puts us where we need to be. We see that with Paul, how he always was moving around. He went from Damascus to Jerusalem, then he went back to Turkey, where he's from, and then he went to Greece. And we see that throughout the Acts and throughout the New Testament, how he's always moving around. And sometimes this can look like failure, but God puts us where we need to be. God puts us in places where we can reach new people with the gospel. So those are the things that we've seen this week, and we'll look at different questions related to those points, and just go deeper in our study of Acts 9. Thanks for listening. Bye bye.